uncovering new information about the Houston police officer at the center of a criminal investigation. It stems from this botched drug raid that left a couple dead. Now the Harris County District Attorney is reviewing all the past cases of Officer Gerald Goines.
Yeah, we're talking about more than 1,000 cases going back decades, and we're digging deeper as well. KHOU 11 Investigates reporter Jeremy Rogowski found some things that just don't add up. What do you see, Jeremy?
Well, Len, to justify his no-knock warrant at the Harding Street home, Gerald Goines claimed that a confidential informant saw a handgun inside, but as we now know, police never recovered that type of weapon. We found similar discrepancies with scores of other drug cases that Officer Goines has filed. We examined drug cases filed by Gerald Goines all the way back to 2012. Records show 109 of them were based on search warrants. Nearly all of those no-knock warrants, authorizing police to barge in by surprise, just like how the Harding Street raid went down. And just like with Harding Street, Officer Goines almost always claimed in his other cases that it was too dangerous to knock because a confidential informant saw a gun inside. But records show in every single one of those cases we examined, police never recovered a gun.
If an informant said there's a weapon, why isn't there a weapon at the crime scene?
In other drug search warrants we examined, different HPD officers did list the guns they seized. If they don't, former federal agent Larry Carson says that's cause for concern.
There's a couple of questions that come up. One, of course, is the reliability and credibility of the actual informant. The second issue, though, is it raises the issue of, is there an informant?
In the Harding Street raid, Officer Goines is accused of lying about a confidential informant drug buy the very day before police stormed in.
We'll give each case a fair review.
It prompted Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg to review 1,400 past cases filed by Officer Gerald Goines.
We need to look at the track record and see if possibly we've arrested innocent people or people who aren't guilty of the crimes they're charged with, which is what the District Attorney is looking at.
Now, we reached out to the criminal defense attorney for Officer Gerald Goines. Nicole Nabord told me, quote, none of this appears unusual, concerning, or out of the ordinary. Len?
All right, thank you, Jeremy. The KHOU 11 investigative team looks into Goines' personnel file as well. You can take a look at what we found. Just go to khou.com/investigation.